Hi, Velvet Al here, doing audio commentary for Kickboxer 4, the fourth film in the never-ending Kickboxer franchise. Um, I haven't seen this one before, and I also haven't seen part 3. And come to think of it, I probably haven't really seen part 1 either. But for some reason I did watch part 2, and I believe this one also stars the star of part 2, Sasha Mitchell, who yeah, there's him right there. So it does star him. I probably should have done some research on this film before I did audio commentary for it, but that's the way these things go. So you may think that he's a weird choice to be a kickboxer because he's best known for the goofy cousin on Step by Step. But apparently he is a wife beater in real life, so kickboxing is a good choice for him. Or a bad choice. Yeah, very bad, because, I mean, you shouldn't beat your wife to begin with, but if you're a kickboxer beating your wife. Looks like this movie's starting off with scenes from the first Kickboxer, I think, considering it's Jean-Claude Van Damme, and probably the only way they could have gotten Van Damme into a Kickboxer film at this point. Um, Probably nowadays they could, because I don't think his career is really going anywhere. I think this movie's rated R, so I'm hoping that there are titties in here. I think there should be a mandate for films that you show boobs within the first 15 minutes. Because that way, if the movie's terrible and you turn it off after about 15 minutes, at least you'll have gotten seen titties, so it wasn't a complete waste. And still going on with Jean-Claude Van Damme. So this kind of reminds me of Silent Night, Deadly Night 2, where half of the film was spent just replaying clips from the first one. And I don't know, I think Sasha Mitchell is Jean-Claude Van Damme's brother or something. And well, I think now there's clips from part 2. They seem vaguely familiar, and I did watch part 2. And I'm kind of just guessing since we got clips from what I think is part 1. So at some point, I'm guessing we're going to get clips from part 3, which is I guess is a good way to pad out the running time for a film is to just show clips from the previous films. If I ever get to make another movie, I'm just gonna pad the running time out with clips from completely unrelated films, films that feature boobs. Because if you watched my documentary, you probably did turn it off after 5 minutes. So you did waste 5 minutes because there was no boobs in those 5 minutes. Or in the rest of the film. I apologize for that. I tried. But apparently it's hard to get boobs if you're not paying money. So, and now we're getting to the credits. Kickboxer 4, The Aggressor. So I guess someone's aggressive in it. And it also stars Kamel Krifia. Don't know who that is, but that was a pretty awesome name. And some footage of desert animals. Michelle Mouse Krasnu is also in this. I always find it weird when they give you like a nickname for an actor included in there, like Randall Tex Cobb. Like, choose a lane there, buddy. Randall or Tex. Oh my god, they just ran over a snake. I hope that was not a real snake. Please let that be a fake snake. This movie is not worth killing animals for, This isn't fucking Cannibal Holocaust or what have you. See, the great thing is you're listening to this audio commentary while you're watching my documentary, so I'm kind of describing what's going on in the film. But if you sync it up with actually watching the film, then you'd be like, why the fuck are you just telling me what's going on in this film? Because I did no research on this film, so I have no interesting stories to say, but looks like they just kidnapped a woman and they're tying her up while the credits are going on. And well, they just took the handcuffs off of her, let her be a little bit comfortable. Um, I'm guessing they're drug dealers because the guy with the gun, the muscle, has like the sleazy long hair and super sleazy mustache, and I think he's vaguely ethnic, maybe Mexican or Colombian. But since this is Hollywood, it's probably really a white guy, and he put some tanner lotion on or some bronzer. Um, Now there's the stereotypical Asian guy coming in with loads of makeup. Yeah, although I think he actually is Asian, but he's got just that weird, like, shaved head with a long braid. Um, so maybe he's a ass kicking Hare Krishna or something. Which that would be kind of cool. Ass kicking Hare Krishnas at the airport. Then they'll definitely get people to donate money or whatever it is that they do. What what are they raising money? They just kind of stand there at the airports, um, which probably they might not even do anymore. So this might be a relic of time. Oh, and he just ripped off the girl's dress. So I'm gonna take a pause and nope, nope, false alarm. No boobies, no boobies. Looked like he was gonna go for it. So, but the relic of Hare Krishnas, I don't know if they still do this. And right now, I mean, I don't think anyone's at airports. Um, Now we're at a jail scene. Um, and Sasha Mitchell has a letter, and I'm not sure, like, if he's a prisoner or a guard, or he's just kind of walking around in normal clothes. So maybe he's being released today. He just got a picture, and you know, oh no, he's going back to his jail cell. So apparently a lot of leniency and leeway at this prison. Because he kind of just was out and about walking. There was like no guards. Um, Apparently it's a letter from his old friend Tony Poe. Says I'm taking good care of her, and he's very mad. So I'm guessing the your old friend is kind of a sarcastic, like actually his enemy. And now there's a prison fight, and he's kicking some ass because I mean he's the kickboxer, so he's doing some kicking and some punching and some more kicking. And oh, there's the whistle, and there's the guards finally coming. Because when you're kickboxing in this prison, apparently, like, the guards will come quickly, but if you're just walking around getting your letter, there apparently was no guards whatsoever, just keeping an eye on him. And okay, so now he's in solitary confinement. Maybe they have a weird window that they had to open, but it does look like it's. I'll be honest, I've never been to prison as a prisoner or a visitor or anything, so I have no idea what these things are. I'm just kind of going based on what I've seen in other movies that take place in prisons. Um, and now they got him in a room with his lawyer, and you can tell he's a good lawyer because he's got glasses on. And oh no, I guess he's from the DEA, so he's not a lawyer. He's probably just there to give Sasha Mitchell some sort of like deal, like, oh, if you come and kick some ass for us, we'll let you out of prison. Because I mean, I think that's how it really works in real life, right? Like, if you're a prisoner, like they will let you go if you're willing to do some covert shit and just kick some ass for the government. And so the DA is trying to get someone. So yeah, I'm right in that they're probably just going to offer him like freedom if they just go. And apparently there's a kickboxing tournament, and and it the winner takes on Poe, which I'm guessing is the Poe that wrote Sasha Mitchell a letter. I probably should find out what his actual name in this movie is, but I mean, it's kind of funnier to say Sasha Mitchell. Maybe I should call him Cody because that was his name in Step by Step, and that'd be kind of funnier. But I mean, Sasha is a funny name though for a guy, in my opinion. Maybe just because the only other Sashas I really know are WWE wrestler Sasha Banks and porn star Sasha Grey. So to me, Sasha's just a female name. And okay, he's been let out of prison, and some biker just dropped envelope on the ground. So that must be like the covert, like he's giving them the info because apparently the DA couldn't give him the info himself. Because it's got to be covert, so they're just keeping things on the DL, on the hush hush. So they give him a letter. There's gonna be a street fight, and he's gonna be in post tournament, and said, "P.S. Good luck saving Vicky." So I'm not sure who this letter is from, like, because the DA guy was just telling him that if Poe recognizes him, he's dead. So I'm guessing the letter isn't from someone on Poe's side. Just I don't know. Is this how things work with the DA? Do they just kind of covertly have bikers drop envelopes on the ground? And now there's this little girl, and she's practicing some martial arts moves, and it's reminding him of some woman, which I'm guessing is Vicky. And he's just reminding of the times of training her. And so I'm guessing at some point later in the film, she's gonna be a big plot point. Like maybe she saves him or helps him in the kickboxing tournament. So now they're in an abandoned warehouse. Sasha Mitchell's just walking up with his duffel bag, and there's a bunch of bikers all standing around watching a couple guys just kick each other in the face. Which just seems like a good time, I think. Like, I wish I could get invited to one of these places, and just kind of stand around and watch guys kick each other in the face. But since they all are bikers, I guess you have to be kind of in a gang or look like Sasha Mitchell. He's doing some warm ups, some calisthenics, because it's good. You want to be loose and limber when you're about to do a street fight and just kick someone in the face. You don't want to pull muscle. So I'm very glad that he's showing that side of kickboxing, just in case kids watch this and decide, hey, I want to kick someone in the face in an abandoned warehouse or garage or wherever this place is. You know, so I applaud this film for doing that. And now he's kicking people in the face. Because I'm glad they got into this fairly quickly. Because if you came to watch Kickboxer, you're watching because you want to see people kick each other in the face. So don't waste too much time on plot. Just get to it. And the bikers are kind of circling around, driving their bikes, while Sasha Mitchell just kicks this guy in the face. And, like, it's pretty one-sided. He's just kicking ass. Like, I guess, I mean, I would blame the other guy for having, like, these really short gym shorts. And I think that's just gonna not really allow you to be able to kick people in the face very well. And um, he kind of looks like John Oates, in my opinion. Um, I think he's got a mustache. I don't know. These camera angles are just going too quick, and I can't see if he has a mustache or not, and that upsets me. As a filmmaker, I think that if you're filming a fight, you should be able to see if the people in it have mustaches or not. And so now that the fight's over and he's lacing up his boots, this other guy comes and he's talking to him and just gave him some money. So I don't know if that was a tip for being such a badass face kicker. Um, and it looks like Sasha Mitchell's like, buckling his belt, which I must have missed the point where he unbuckled. Um, which I guess is good because you probably don't want to have a belt on while you're kicking people in the face. That I mean, I've never done any sort of kickboxing training, so I don't know fully the ins and outs, but I feel like having a belt would probably not be very conducive to kicking people in the face. And now Sasha Mitchell's walking away from this guy who gave him the money. I think he's just kind of the other guy is trying to recruit him into the tournament or something. So, Sasha Mitchell has to act cool and pretend he doesn't want to be in there so that, people don't get suspicious like, oh, he's so eager to want to get into this tournament. Or he might just be playing hard to get. Um, which is another good way to get into underground tournaments is just play hard to get. Make them really want you. And now things kind of seem like they've frozen. I don't know if it's an intentional freeze frame or the video just kind of fucked up. So let me see if I could fast forward a little bit. Because now I'm kind of upset that, my Kickboxer experience is being just, I don't know. I mean, I can see the little pictures while I'm fast forwarding, so, maybe I'll just do that. Looks like maybe if I exit and go back in, sometimes that helps. It's the streaming equivalent to unplug and plug back in. All right, and we're back. And okay, I'm gonna fast forward because it seems to have jumped me back a little bit where the guy's giving him money, and let's get back to where he's walking away. Okay, he's got his shades on because he's a badass. He's walking away. Oh, and okay, now we've got an ad because the dangers of watching it on free streaming. So this girl's doing her laundry, and this very handsome-looking man is walking towards her, and then it's Flo from Progressive, and she just cock blocked her. Is this still called cock block if you're a woman? I mean, it could be the other C word, but we're not gonna say that. And now we've got a ad for healthcare, and people are dancing because I guess they've got some good health insurance, and he's chasing his little kid around. And now I don't even know what this commercial's for. It's a bunch of wheels, and it looks like it's the bottom section of a car. It's very scary. Now we're back to the movie. And okay, another biker. Sasha Mitchell caught a ride from a biker. There's a lot of bikes. And now he's just walking, and more bikers pass by. And now he's going into Is there a correlation between bikers and kickboxing? Or is it just, anything underground? It's always bikers because bikers are badass. And okay, here's a guy that looks like later day James Hetfield. But I don't think it's him because this movie was like in the 90s, so James Hetfield wouldn't have looked like this back then. Now the bikers are beating up on a woman, and here comes Sasha Mitchell. And isn't that just some fucking irony that Sasha Mitchell's gonna stop other guys from beating a woman? Which I have to say, he does actually look pretty badass here, just kicking ass. Just threw a guy through a window. I'm always a fan. Oh, oh my god, that was just fucking awesome. So he kicked the guy out the window, and the guy landed, and a van just smashed into him, and the guy went flying back through into the window, back into the bar. Oh my god, that scene alone makes this the greatest fucking film ever. You know, fuck Citizen Kane, fuck other good movies, because those movies do not have a guy being thrown out a window and then being knocked back in through the same window. Um, this is actually kind of a fun fight scene. Um, Another guy goes falling through a window, went sliding across the bar right through a window. I wonder how many windows have been broken just in this fight scene alone. Two that I'm aware of. Some more ass kicking. Oh, sweep the leg, and some more badass moves. Um, this guy got thrown out a rail. Now I'm kind of, disappointed he didn't go out a window. Um, now it's just going to be a disappointment that every guy in this movie who gets his ass kicked but doesn't go through a window. He just got hit in balls with some pool cues. Is that the proper word? I don't play pool. Like the sticks, those are the cues, right? Oh, and this guy, oh, is he about to go through a window? Oh, no. Some more roundhouse kicks. These bikers are, fairly good at kickboxing. And man, almost went through the window. Okay, so that's just gonna be a comedy bit. So that's twice. This third time he's gonna go through the window. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. Some more punching and kicking and so close, almost through the window. Me describing this is probably more entertaining than actually watching through. Oh, this guy got kicked through the door to the women's bathroom, which is like, and finally the guy gets kicked through the window, but not by Sasha Mitchell, but by one of his friends who tried to kick Sasha Mitchell and missed. Um, and before that, the guy got thrown through the door to the women's bathroom, which I'm guessing isn't a problem because I think this woman is the only woman there in the bar ever in the history of this bar's life. Um, yeah, because women generally do not go into these bars and movies. What was I saying? Yeah, women don't go into these bars to kind of go just to the bar. They just kind of be there for the hero to save them. But she's off into the sunset on a dirt bike. So, doesn't look like she really knows how to ride the dirt bike all that well, which you think the stunt double would have gotten someone who could ride one, but she's off into the sunset. And now an old car is coming along, driving very slow. I kind of wish there was another biker. Oh, and Sasha Mitchell's in the back of this old truck car because I guess there just wasn't any more bikers to give him rides. Um, I'm kind of upset now. Because I want some more kickboxing. You know what? I mean, like, fuck this. I'm gonna fast forward to the next like kickboxing scene. Who cares about plot? I want to see more people get kicked in the face and be thrown through windows. Okay, here's some more fighting. Um, they're on a farm that apparently has a fight pit thing, and I'm not sure if this is the same guy from earlier because he's got the same sleazy long hair and mustache. So I think it might have been the guy who's the muscle for the drug dealer, and he's doing some ass kicking, and there's a guy with a very obvious fake neck tattoo because he's badass, but I guess the film didn't have enough of a budget. You know, this sleazy guy kind of looks like Frank Zappa. I'm just gonna refer to him as vaguely ethnic Frank Zappa drug dealer. Or should it be vaguely ethnic drug dealing Frank Zappa? So now everyone's standing around and fuck this, I want to get to just Sasha Mitchell kicking people in the face. That is just some good shit. Uh, so I'm just watching it kind of in fast forward now, and he's walking around, and someone's kind of like, "Whoa, why are you snooping around here?" And now he's talking to a woman, and then the girl that he saved, and a lot of people talking, and okay, I think maybe the tournament's starting. The Hare Krishna's back here, so let's see what's going on. And god damn you commercials. Um, so this commercial is for a video game um, on the F box. They should make a video game system to F box. It's the Xbox. Apparently, I guess some company has just joined Xbox or something, and there's all these video games you can play. 20 iconic Bethesda games now on the Xbox, and now Chipotle. Oh, I'm kind of getting hungry now. I know Chipotle will make me sick if I eat it, but damn, that quesadilla looks pretty good. Um, get Carside pickup, and then okay, some people that apparently are getting ready for work because this company helps people get jobs. So, oh, indeed. Oh, yeah. I like when commercials wait till the end to tell you who they are or what it's about. Now, this one's a Subway commercial. And god damn you with your food commercials. I haven't eaten yet. So, I wish I could fast forward the commercials. Or they should tailor made the commercials. I'm watching Kickboxer, so have some commercials where people are kicking each other in the face and then they go and eat Subway. And that would make me really want to go and get some Subway. Be like, yeah, kick people in the face and then have a sub. So now we're back to the movie, and the Hare Krishna guy, um, who actually I think he might have chopped off his ponytail, so he doesn't look nearly as cool anymore. But so he's announcing that there's the tournament, I think. So that's gonna happen at 7 a.m. tomorrow. Wow, that's pretty early start for a tournament, but I guess if it's gonna be like an all day thing. So yeah, well, oh no, he does have his ponytail. So I'm glad he has his ponytail. Don't we all? I think every fighter should have a ponytail. Every fighter should be a Hare Krishna.